guys, it's Tina and I am back and I am late. Whew. This is going to be a tag video and I am very late in doing this tag, and I have no excuses, but here's the thing. All right, you ready? This is a tag that was started by Kelsee Briana J here on YouTube. Kelsee, Miss Cute, Miss Bay, if you nasty, she created this tag. It is the glow up in beauty tag, and she tagged me in the video. Like, I was like, yes. So I watched the video the first day it went up, so I have no excuses. All right, I saw that she tagged me. I'm like, all right, got it, say less. And then she messaged me on Instagram. She's like, hey Tina, I don't know if you saw the video, but I tagged you in this new tag that I created, so I wanted to see if you would do the tag. And I'm like, girl, I got you. I know, I'm doing it, don't worry about it. I already saw it on it, check in for it. And then here we are, weeks and weeks, if not months later. When did she post this tag? Let me see. Oh, Lord Jesus. She posted this in September, so I'm hella late. I'm like 2 months late, and usually when a tag goes out, you kind of want to do it right away, but it don't matter because the tags last forever. They're like, there's no real timeline. This is the excuse I'm given, so just bear with me here. But if I'm honest, when I looked at the tag questions, so Kelsee is a makeup artist. I don't know if she still does makeup on others, but she's a makeup artist. That's what she does. And her bestie, Mel Thompson. So I love both of them, right? They're best friends, and they've worked in the makeup industry. They've done retail. They worked at MAC. Have they worked at MAC? I think they worked at MAC, and Mel worked at Nordstrom. I'm not sure where Kelsee exactly worked, but they were in like the makeup counter environment. Like, this is their experience, right? So a lot of the questions relate to almost being in the industry and being a professional, and I don't really relate as much, you know? So when I was reading the questions, I was struggling to come up with answers. So it kind of like delayed me a bit. I was like, I don't know what to say. I don't know how to answer it. So that's why it took me so long. But I was like, shut up, Tina. Just do the freaking tag because it's one of your girls and you love her and you want to support her. And it will give you a chance to think about like what your makeup journey has been. So this tag is all about your makeup journey, right? Your evolution in makeup. Things you've learned along the way through your whole relationship with cosmetics and beauty and makeup. And I have had like a long relationship with makeup now at this point, but I started out really late in makeup. And I started out when YouTube was like a big thing. Or it wasn't really that huge yet, but like you had resources to figure things out. So I really didn't make as many makeup mistakes, in my mind anyway, as like others have just starting out when there were no resources. Like you had to learn from your mom or a book or something, or you had to go to a makeup counter to learn. Like I had blogs and forums and videos to watch to like learn different things. So I had like a better library to like pull from versus like somebody who started out really from scratch on their own. So there are 12 questions and we're just gonna jump into them. All right, so I may not have the best answers to these, but we're gonna chug along. So number one is, what is the worst beauty advice that you've ever gotten? And I couldn't think of like something that I'm like, oh my god, that is such bad beauty advice, because I really went with things that just worked for me. So people could have told me whatever they wanted to tell me, but I didn't care. I didn't listen. So I just tried things out. If it didn't look good, I washed it off. That's the great thing about makeup. Just wash it off, right? And the other thing is, no one in my life is really into makeup. Like, I'm the one that's into makeup. I'm the one that's teaching people things. So there was no one to really tell me anything. So if I really had to think about it, the worst advice I've probably gotten starting out in makeup was to use like a black pencil in my brows. Because my hair is black, right? So they're like black powder, pencil, whatever. No. Dark brown is just fine. You don't do black. It's a lot. It's heavy. It's intense. But I feel like I gave myself that advice as well. So here I am. Like, hair is black, so just use black. So I'm the clown who gave myself bad advice. So that's the only thing I could really come up with, because otherwise I don't remember any advice from anybody else. Number two, what is the worst beauty advice that you've ever given? And this is what I mean about it being more about people that are in the industry. I don't really give makeup advice like that. Like, I guess I have a channel where I tell you certain things, but I couldn't come up with something that I'm like, who have you told like something crazy? Like, what did you tell people? What you out here leading people astray with? And the one thing that I came up with was that I said that double cleansing was not like a thing. Like, just wash your face twice. That's my level of double cleansing. And was that ever a lie? Oh my god, because I am big on double cleansing now. Don't judge me. But if I wear makeup like this now, where I have like lashes and lipstick and stuff, I must do a double cleanse. I do the oil cleanse or I do a cleansing balm, whichever one's handy. If I travel, I have a balm. But in my bathroom, I have my cleansing oil from Shu Uemura. Oh my god, it's such a godsend. It's so good. But I use that first to really break down the makeup, and then I'll go in with my second cleanse, which is just like a foaming cleanser. And it blows my mind that I really was so against this whole double cleansing thing for the longest. I was like, whatever, you don't need to do that, but it's such a fundamental principle. Like, how did this just go over my head? You cleanse to get the makeup off first. And then you wash your face. Like, you gotta get rid of all of this, break this down first. Like, it didn't dawn on me that that's what I needed to do. Yeah, don't listen to me. Don't listen to me with that foolishness. Even when I have light makeup on, I still want to use like a quick balm. I don't even go ham. Like, I'll just use a quick balm and just go over my skin. It makes such a difference with your skin, your pores. Like, my pores were so clogged all the time and I didn't understand why. And once I started double cleansing, cleaned it right up. So, double cleanse, it works. And do all of that stuff for a couple of minutes. Don't just wash, rinse, and repeat. No, really work product into your skin to break up makeup. And then when you do your cleanser, just really work it into the skin for at least 60 seconds. That's a minute. Even set a timer so you can get used to how long you need to really work product into your skin. All right, number 3, because we spent too long on those two. Number 3, what beauty product did you struggle with the most? What is your worst experience with a product? I don't really have an answer. No, that's a lie. When I started out, here we go. When I started out, I struggled with eyeshadow. Now, the funny thing is I started out with eyeshadow. All right, I started out with brows. Like, my brows were my thing first. But with eyeshadow, I have really, really oily lids, right? And I would apply eyeshadow and I didn't understand why I would get creasing and why things would fade so quickly. And I'm like, what the hell is this foolishness? It made me so angry. I was so ready to give up on makeup and eyeshadows. I was so fed up. And then I learned about eyeshadow primer. A godsend. And this was when we had the Too Faced Shadow Insurance. We had the Benefit, what was that called? Lemonade? Do you remember that? Lemonade. And then we had the Urban Decay Primer Potion in the Genie bottle. Remember we used to cut those things open? Lord Jesus. When I learned about primer, that changed my eyeshadow life. That was it. I was ready for it. Like, eyeshadows became my most loved thing because I discovered eyeshadow primer. So that's what I struggled with, was eyeshadow initially, when I would get creasing and fading. It was, you should have seen me looking a hot mess with like creasy eyeshadow. I look so terrible. Number 4, what beauty product did you use a lot back in the day but would never use now? I don't know that there's anything that I used back in the day that I would never use now. Let me think about that. I think the only thing I can come up with is Milk of Magnesia. So I use that when I really needed to mattify my face. And I don't know like the long-term effects of that, but when we really needed to mattify our face, we went with Milk of Magnesia. All right, and that thing works, okay? You want to be really matte, okay? Milk of Magnesia over your skin, let it dry, and then go in with your foundation and stuff. It works. I would never use it now. Would I never use it now though? Like, if push come to shove. Push come to shove, Tina, you wouldn't use it? No, I'm gonna use it for you. I have enough mattifying primers and like pore filling primers now that I would use instead than the Milk of Magnesia. But Milk of Magnesia was popping back then. Who could have told me nothing? You couldn't tell me nothing. I even have a video on it. Don't play with me. I was out here, okay? I was out here trying everything, because Back then, when we didn't have the variety of products that we do now, we had to improvise, all right? We had to use Monistat chafing gel. I never used that. Oh my God, if I had ever used that, that would be the thing I would never use. But I had it, I just never, I bought it with the intention of using it. I couldn't bring myself to use it on my face. I really couldn't. I was like, nah, I can't even. How? No, I improvise. I will use different things for different purposes, like, you know, but putting Monistat on my face though, for what? For what? And it was just silicone. No, Bridget, no. So I never used that. But that would have probably been the one I would never use. But you're gonna tell me nothing about Milk and Magnesia. Milk and Magnesia was, listen, it was lit, all right? So I never use it now. Number 5, what makeup techniques did you struggle with the most when first learning how to do makeup? So when I just started doing makeup, I would take my time with different steps and different techniques and learning those things one by one. Like I wouldn't move on until I mastered that. So I started out with perfecting my brows, and my brows were pencil thin, but that was my thing. Like I would just spend time filling in my brows and figuring them out, and I love my brows right now, and I'm known for my brows. Like in my friend group, like my brows, right? I was always known for brows because I would shave my friends' eyebrows in high school. Like, who could have told me nothing? And we were called the Stripe Society because we put a stripe through our brow. Listen, you're not telling me nothing. Me the art gallery road them time that in high school. What could I say? And brows were my thing, so I mastered the brows first, right? And then I got into eyeshadow, but like I said, I was having the creasing and stuff, so I had to figure out the primer. So I figured out the primer, and then I would spend hours like after work, like blending, trying to blend things out, because you ain't gonna catch me out in the streets looking crazy. Like I did that stuff at home before I went out, or I did it on weekends where I had time. And I did that. So I practiced blending, and I practiced like cut creases, and I practiced all of that before I did anything else. Foundation, I didn't even start wearing foundation until like way down, and then blush and bronzer and all that stuff. So I didn't even really, I don't think I really struggled because I spent the time learning things. So I don't know that I really have a technique that I'm struggling with or struggled with, because there's, you know, you just try again. I really just practice. And I didn't find it a struggle. I just found it fun. So I don't know that I would say I had anything that I struggled with. What makeup techniques do you struggle with currently and want to improve? Again, I kind of have what I like doing down pat. Like there's nothing that I'm like, oh my God, I want to do this. I want to learn it. Like I have to get it down. I kind of know what I like, and I know what I like to do. Maybe what I would like to learn is how to do, you know, those subtle smoky eyes that look so effortless, like on red carpets where they do these simple like smoky looks, and you're like, why can't I do that, where it looks so natural but it's so chic at the same time? Like, if I do a smoky eye, it's gonna be a crazy ass smoky eye. It's gonna be intense. Maybe I'm struggling with subtle eyeshadow looks. Maybe that's what I'm struggling with, because I can do a basic face, foundation, simple skin, concealer only. Like, I can do a very simple skin where I still look flawless, and, you know, blush and contour and all. I can do all of that. Ask me to do like a subtle eye. Is this a subtle eye? Would you consider this a subtle? It's subtle to me, but like it's not a subtle like I don't know. I don't know how to answer those. Number 7, what is a beauty product that you never thought you'd buy but now own? La Mer. Anything La Mer. Like who, why, and where. Why do I own La Mer products? Ask me now. Ask me why. Why? Them $300 cream and them $300 primer. Where am I going, miss? Where am I going with these things? I never thought I would have been the person to be like, oh my God, I need this $300 moisturizer because I'm so fancy and so bougie. Yet, them over there, so. For what? But don't even use them. They're okay, like, but they're not like a $300 worthy product. I really don't see the hype. But yet, here I am, Miss Clown, owning them, so. Here we go. Number 8, what beauty trends do you regret following? Here's the great thing that I like about myself that I hope I can pass down to you guys is not to be a trend follower. Like, I was never the person to yield to peer pressure. Y'all know my mother would not have to worry about that, about me, you know. If anybody's getting into trouble, I'm the ringleader. If anything's going down, I'm leading it. Like, I never follow trends. You can't pressure me into doing anything. If I see something that it look crazy, I ain't doing it. I don't care. I will follow trends that I like, but you can't like get me to do something that I don't like. I'm gonna like that bright under eye thing, never followed it. That bright highlight thing, never followed it. That sculpting out the eyebrow thing, never followed it because I never liked it. All these things, never did them. I just didn't do them because nah, we all right. Even the thin eyebrows back in the 90s, I was out here with the thin eyebrows. No regrets, zero regrets, okay? Because I wasn't tweezing, I was shaving. See, I was smart. I was like, we need this to grow back. So I shaved my eyebrows, all right? Plus, I did afraid of tweezing anyway because that tweezer, ooh, hurts, child. So even when I went with the thin eyebrows, I don't regret that because that was the look back then. Who? You gonna tell me nothing? I was thinking I was killing it with my thin eyebrows, and I don't take it back because even though it looks funny now, like I had to go through that phase. I had to experience that. Listen, that was an experience, all right? And my eyebrows grew back. I am very hairy, so my brows grew back. They're all good now. I'm fine. So I don't even regret that. Like, I do whatever the hell I feel like and whatever I think looks good. And I don't walk around with regrets. Like, if it ain't look too right, it's just something you had to go through, sis. You had to go through it. Even the HD powder craze, do you remember that? Makeup Forever HD powder. Like a clown at the flashback. I think I used that powder 2 or 3 times and learned my lesson, okay? Nah, I didn't like just run with it. I really didn't. I'll try it out. And then I'm like, it's not for me. Skip. Number 9, if you had to restart your beauty collection, what are some things you would do differently? Not buy every damn thing. That is my biggest regret. I am getting shiny. I bought like collections of products, like the full collection, when I knew I wasn't gonna use everything. Some of the colors I knew for sure, like lipsticks. I knew that friggin' pale ass pink was not gonna suit me, but here I am, like the clown that I am, buying all the things because I wanted to swatch them or I wanted to review them for you guys. No, you don't need to do that, sweetheart. Buy only the things that you are gonna use. I wish I had stuck to that because I wouldn't have all of this right now. I don't necessarily regret, I regret some of it because I could have had that money like stashed, but instead it's over here. So it's stashed in makeup rather than in my bank account, but that's fine. You live and you learn and you go through these things, okay? But I wouldn't have bought like most of this stuff. I would have only bought things that I would genuinely use and like really enjoyed my products rather than just collecting. I wish I'd never fallen into like collecting makeup because it didn't do me any favors, and I'm slowly like weeding out things and getting rid of things, and some of the things hurt me to get rid of, but it's too much. It's too much. I regret like having so much, but it is what it is at this point. What is the worst makeup look that you've ever done? I will wash makeup off if it don't look good. So I've practiced, I've tried things, and just there's no, I don't keep that to memory. But I think there is one makeup look on my channel. I'll probably try to pop it up. I'll probably try to pop it up here. That I had like this inner tear duct. It was just, it didn't look cute. I didn't like it. I don't remember what I did, but I remember looking at that video and thinking, ooh, that's not cute. That's not cute. It was an ugly look. I think it was pretty ugly. And I did another video recently where I was mixing like blue with reds and like oranges, and it got muddy and it looked really ugly. I don't know if I'm gonna post that video. If I do, don't judge my makeup, all right? Listen, the content's there. As just ignore my makeup because it don't look good. But Those are probably the ugliest looks I recall having like records of. But you try things and it washes off. It's fine. It's fine. Just don't document it. Just don't. What is the best makeup look you've ever done? I've done some really fun looks, guys. Some looks that I'm really proud of. Some looks that I'm really happy with. I'll probably pop some up so you can see. When I used to do my blog, like there's so many fun looks, especially my cut crease looks. Those are the ones that were so fun and so colorful and so bold, and I really love those. And I'm looking back and I'm like, oh my god, these were so fun. I think my favorite one was this orchid look that I did. That is my favorite because it was like the circular cut crease with the purple, and then it is so good. It's still my favorite one to this day. It's so bomb, and I'll link the video if I can find it. Maybe I should try to redo that look. What do you think? It was such a fun look for me, and I was really proud of it. And I did this years and years and years ago. All right, number 12, last one. What beauty advice would you give a beauty lover, makeup artist, beauty influencer? Right now, honestly, do you. Do you. Don't worry about trends. Don't worry about what Tom, Dick, and Harry over here are doing. Don't worry about this girl over here. Don't worry about being relatable. Don't worry about fitting this mold that you think people want to see. Do you. Be you. And that's what people are going to gravitate towards. People like authenticity. They like genuine people. They like when your personality shines through. Don't worry about what people are going to think. Do you. Do you. And it's what's going to make you the happiest. When you don't have to put on this front. You don't have to put on this character for people. That's when you feel the best about creating content. That's when you want to create content because you're being you. You're not having to get into character to do things, right? Because that's exhausting. Have you ever tried to be someone else or to put on this front for people? It's like putting on a mask. It takes work. It takes energy, and you don't want to become that person that sees makeup or making videos or posting looks. You don't want that to become a job for you, or you don't want it to feel like work, you know? You want it to feel like a part of you. So just do you, be you, and also don't buy all the fucking makeup. You don't need all the makeup. Don't buy all the makeup. Please do not go into debt. Do not go broke trying to keep up with all the releases because it's too much. It's way too much, and you don't need all of it. Take it from me. Learn from my mistakes. Don't do what I did, all right? I can speak from a place of experience where I can say don't do it, all right? I'll say things like this in my shopping blogs. People are like, oh, you have some nerve talking about don't buy makeup and look behind you and consumerism. And obviously I can talk about it because I've been through it. Like, y'all see this? I've done it. So I know what the hell I'm talking about. That is why I can say these things, because it's not worth it at the end of the day. Like, thankfully, it didn't bankrupt me. Thankfully, I didn't go into crazy debt. Thankfully, it hasn't ruined me. Thankfully, I've been able to still maintain a pretty decent life. But, like, think of all the things I could have done with the money otherwise. You know what I mean? So don't do this. Don't do it. Learn from me, okay? Learn from my mistakes. I'm recovering from my mistakes. Don't do it. Just don't do it. So that would be my advice. So that is it. Those are the 12 questions. That's the end of the tag. Kelsee, I am sorry I am late, but I did it. I told you I was going to do it, and I am a person of my word mostly because there are things I've said on this channel that I haven't. Y'all, don't come for me, all right? There are videos and ideas that I have mentioned on this channel that I wanted to do and that I never got around to doing, and I am not a woman of my word in that case. But if I make a promise to somebody, I'm gonna do it, and I did it. So if you guys want to do this tag, go ahead and do it, and I will leave all the questions down below. It's the hashtag glow up in beauty tag, right? So check out Kelsee. See her, she cute, she nice, she my girl, so check her out. She's definitely fun. She buys a lot of makeup. She does all the reviews, and she's a woman of color. So if you want to see reviews on all the new products, you can check her out, because girl, I ain't got it. I ain't doing it. Y'all can do it, because no ma'am. Alright, I'll also leave links to my Instagram, Twitter, and Snapchat, where you should follow me along. It's either the fancy face or the fancy faced. You know, as we do. And until my next video, which will be very soon, I'll talk to you. Bye, guys.